Glute bridges, both bodyweight and barbell variations, are an awesome exercise not only for glute hypertrophy, but also improving and practicing the important motion of hip extension. However, despite this being a glute exercise, many people often say they don't quite feel it that much in their glutes, and if that's you, try these tips. Setting up for the barbell glute bridge. Lay a soft mat or towel on the ground for your back and use either another soft mat, towel or padding to cover the middle part of the barbell, which will be sitting over your hips for comfort. Roll the barbell over you until it reaches past your hip bones. Then bring your feet up to a comfortable range for you. The closer your feet are to your butt, the more glute dominant the bridge is. The further away your feet are, the more hamstrings will contribute. Have feet roughly shoulder width apart and feel free to slightly turn your feet outwards for added external rotation on your hips for glute activation. Then, before performing the upwards motion, watch Tammy as she posteriorly rotates her pelvis on the floor by flattening her lower back to the ground, which allows her to create a lot more tension through her core and assists in prioritizing the glutes. She breathes into her belly while holding this position and maintains this posterior pelvic tilt throughout the movement as she lifts. Hold the bar in place to stop it sliding down over your stomach by pushing it into your legs as you lift, and use your hips to drive the barbell up into the air, squeezing the glutes as hard as you can at the top of the movement before controlling the barbell back down. The similar rules apply for bodyweight glute bridges. Create that posterior pelvic tilt to help maximize core tension and stability while also emphasizing the glutes. Closed loop resistance bands can also be used just above both knees to emphasize some minor external rotation and abduction at the hip, but this isn't 100% necessary and can be more useful in rehab settings. Single leg glute bridges are a cool alternative to help you practice unilateral strength and place further load into one glute over the other, if you find that during bodyweight or barbell glute bridges, you only feel one side more than the other. Start the movement the same by posteriorly rotating the pelvis and creating core tension, then raise the opposite leg into the air and hold it there throughout the movement. This will also test your hip's ability to resist rotation, thus helping your stability. Lastly, to increase the load on the glutes more and pre-fatigue them prior to barbell glute bridges so as to help with muscle memory, you can perform tempo sets of single leg glute bridges. This involves performing the upwards motion of the lift in 1 second, followed by slowly controlling yourself back down over 3 seconds.